Alright guys, here's your second board. Make sure you go with part 10 and then part 11. Alright, I suggest very strongly you start with part 1 all the way through and help me read this book. Go and download this manual from Hayward and help me read it through. Now, I want to touch a couple of things on Hayward. This dual plug. I recommend you never ever cut this wire tie to only leave one plug in there. Let it dangle. Because you say, okay, Harvey, I'm wiring it for 240. That's what my pump is. I'm wiring it to my pump. Da 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 da. That's what I want to wire it for, and I'm never going to use a 120 plug ever in my life. Never say that, because you don't know what you're going to do 6 months from now, 2 months from now, whatever. And the other thing I got to say about this plug, and I've seen it a lot on these plugs, it has a dual snap, one on one side, one on the other side, where this plug is just plugged in and it's on an angle. Heater vibrates, winds up with a fault. When you plug this in, take the time and make sure that it's snapped here and snapped on that side. It's totally plugged in. No, in your mind, there's no question. You left the job site and it's plugged in. I know for a fact it's plugged in because I listened to you, excuse me, your YouTubes, and it's plugged in. Terminal block, okay. Another terminal block that you want to make sure you plug into. Transformer primary. You're going to be bouncing and back and forth in the next couple of pages on these two boards. These are your two key boards we're getting into. So have these embedded in your brain, what they are. Transformer primary, make sure it's plugged in properly. Low voltage, make sure it's snapped in correctly. High voltage, make sure it's snapped in correctly. And your secondary transformer, make sure it's snapped in correctly. Mainly why I'm not telling you what these things are for. In the next 10 pages, you'll find out why. I know what's coming. Okay? So, don't cheat and get that book and go ahead of me. Alright? Alright, guys. Keep those emails coming. Again, I'm Harvey from All Parts Pool and Spa. Don't forget about Pool Talk. It's coming. In my spare time, I'm working on it. It's going to be on Saturdays. Take care.